I'm going to give you something really fast. When I wake up in the morning, in order for me to maintain my knees in good shape, I could fall on my knees. When I was 30, I could do that. At 78, I could do it because I drink that sea moss. Slug of sea moss in the morning and 2 glasses of water. You're going to straighten your bones, you're going to straighten your nerve. So in the morning when you wake up, don't think of those aches, but that's going to hurt you. So you would think that at 78, I should be sicker than when I was at 30, right? I couldn't fall on my knees. I fall on my knees on concrete. I don't care the pain.
Do you think just a single seaweed has the power of holding the key to your health? If you say, no, that means you probably don't know about sea moss that well. Sea moss is considered a superfood because of its ability to provide 90% of the essential minerals our bodies need. For that reason, scientists often call it the ocean's gift. Even Dr. Sebi used to praise its transformative properties. Only some skeptics demand proof, simply because it's all natural. But if you also didn't know about it, you might wonder, how does this humble seaweed supercharge immunity, cleanse toxins, and transform your gut health single-handedly? Stick around as we dive into the science, the myths, and the life-changing potential of this oceanic powerhouse. Sea moss is so powerful that some people even call it nature's multivitamin because it's jam-packed with nutrients that your body loves. It comes straight from the ocean, and honestly, once you hear what it can do, you'll see why people are such big fans of it.
Sea moss is known scientifically, there we go again, Controversies, am I right? Sea moss comes from the ocean. It locks onto a rock, and from that rock, it receives its nutrients. Dr. Sebi, how could that be possible? A plant hold on to a rock? Yes.
Your body needs 103 different minerals to function properly. These minerals keep everything running smoothly, from your heartbeat to your brain power. And guess what? Sea moss has 92 of those minerals. Yes, almost all of them. It's especially rich in iodine, which your thyroid needs to pump out the hormones that keep your energy up and your metabolism in check. Without iodine, things can get sluggish fast. But iodine isn't the only star in this show. Sea moss is also loaded with calcium to keep your bones and teeth strong, potassium to make sure your muscles and nerves are on the same page, and magnesium, which helps you relax and sleep better.
She must have potassium iodine and potassium bromide. It has natural silica. That's why my bones, I could fall on my knees, because sea moss is the best thing yet.
And that's not the end. Did you know it's magnesium that supports over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including muscle function, nerve transmission, and energy production? It also helps regulate blood sugar levels and supports bone health. But a lot of people don't get enough magnesium in their diet. Sea moss can help fix that naturally. Apart from that, sea moss is full of vitamins too. Think of vitamins as the backstage crew that boosts your immune system, gives you energy, and keeps your skin and bones in good shape. In sea moss, you get vitamin A, which helps improve vision and boosts your immune system. There's vitamin C, famous for helping your body heal faster and fight off infections. Vitamin E is like a bodyguard for your cells, keeping your skin smooth and healthy. And vitamin K ensures your blood clots properly when you get a cut. Together, these vitamins are like an all-star team working to keep you in your best shape. And after vitamins, sea moss has amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. Your body uses protein to build muscles, repair tissues, and create enzymes to digest food. Out of the 20 amino acids your body needs, 9 are essential, meaning your body can't make them on its own. Sea moss has all 9. This makes it a favorite for athletes since it helps muscles recover faster after a workout. But even if you're not hitting the gym, these amino acids keep your body repairing itself from the daily wear and tear of life. Now, one mind-blowing fact about sea moss is that it can help tackle iodine deficiency, which affects over 1.9 billion people around the world. Without enough iodine, people can develop goiters, a swollen thyroid, and other health issues. It's especially critical for kids and pregnant women because iodine is key for brain development. Sea moss is like nature's way of saying, here's the iodine you've been missing. And if heart health is on your radar, sea moss still has your back. It's rich in potassium, which can naturally lower blood pressure. A big deal since high blood pressure affects over 1 billion people and can lead to heart attacks or strokes. Adding sea moss to your meals could help reduce those risks. Lastly, let's talk about your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria that play a huge role in digestion and even your mood. Sea moss has a special type of fiber called carrageenan, which acts as food for the good bacteria in your gut. A happy gut means better digestion, a stronger immune system, and even a better mood. So as you can see, sea moss isn't just some random seaweed, it's like hitting the health jackpot. Whether you're looking to boost your energy, strengthen your body, or just feel better overall, this stuff is definitely worth a try. You might ask, when should you try sea moss then? Well, first off, you can improve your overall immune system by using sea moss every day. The immune system is your body's personal bodyguard, always on the lookout for troublemakers like germs and viruses. Sea moss steps in like a power-up in a video game, boosting your defenses with vitamins like C and A, plus some antioxidants to keep the bad guys in check. A fun fact is, even animals like seals and seabirds munch on sea moss when they're hurt or feeling under the weather. If it works for them, it's got to be doing something right for us.
A 15-letter word. They call it iontrophosis. Now dig that. They don't understand the workings of God, but they're going to give it a name. That a plant has the ability to convert a solid oxide substance into a liquid digestible substance. They call it iontrophosis. Sea moss does that. And every plant does that. But sea moss has iodides, bromides. It has all of the minerals, phosphorus, which is good for the thyroid gland, which is good for the endocrine system, and it's going to give you energy. And it has muscle food. They call it manito. Sea moss.
Now, let's start with body detoxing. Your body collects junk every day, kind of like how your room gets cluttered if you don't clean it. Sea moss is like a broom made of fiber, sweeping out all the bad stuff so you feel lighter and more refreshed. It's that satisfying feeling you get after tidying up. But this time, it's happening inside your body. And remember, your stomach is home to a bunch of tiny bacteria that keep things running smoothly. Some of them are good, and some not so much. Now, sea moss feeds the good bacteria. These are called prebiotics, helping them thrive so they can take care of digestion, your immune system, and even your mood. And that way, something as simple as sea moss can improve your gut health. And then there's your thyroid, a little gland in your neck that's basically the control center for your energy. It runs on iodine, which sea moss has in spades. Back in the day, before we had iodized salt, people relied on sea moss to keep their thyroids happy. Without enough iodine, your energy crashes, and you might even gain weight. Sea moss keeps your thyroid functioning properly. Not only that, even if your skin's been acting up, looking dry or dull, sea moss could be your new best friend. Packed with vitamins and minerals like vitamin E, it's like a natural moisturizer that helps repair and hydrate your skin. Way back when, the Irish used it for burns and rashes, and today it's a go-to ingredient in high-end skincare. But all these were big problems. Now, let's talk about smaller health issues, like achy joints or stiffness. Sea moss can help here too. Its anti-inflammatory powers are like a soothing balm for your insides, calming down the pain and making it easier to move. Researchers even say it might help with arthritis. Or maybe you're dealing with a more common problem like feeling tired all the time. Remember, it's not just about sleep. It could be your body begging for more nutrients. Low iron levels, in particular, are one of the top reasons people feel exhausted. And as we just discussed, sea moss is loaded with energy-boosting minerals. With sea moss in your corner, you get steady energy without needing a sugar rush or another cup of coffee. Exactly for all these reasons, people are such big fans of sea moss, and they have been using sea moss for ages. During the Irish potato famine, it literally saved lives because it was such a nutrient powerhouse. And even today, cultures worldwide swear by its benefits, adding it to everything from smoothies to soups. Some people claim that sea moss is banned in several countries. But what are those countries? You get no answer, because sea moss is not banned anywhere in the world. Even a search online confirms this. Then, why are some people making this claim? The reason is that sea moss is under the spotlight because of its potential risks, like contamination and its naturally high iodine levels, which can be a double-edged sword. Let me explain. Sea moss is packed with good stuff. It's got vitamins A, C, E, and K, plus minerals like calcium, potassium, and magnesium. And then there's iodine, which is a big player in keeping your thyroid, the gland that runs your body's metabolism, in check. But too much of a good thing can backfire. Overloading on iodine can mess with your thyroid, causing problems like hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. That's one reason why some people get a bit wary about sea moss, especially now that it's so trendy. Another concern is where this seaweed comes from. Like a sponge, sea moss soaks up whatever's in its environment. If it's harvested from polluted waters, it could be carrying heavy metals like mercury or lead. These are harmful to your health. Studies have shown that seaweed from certain industrial areas has alarmingly high levels of these contaminants, which can cause serious health issues over time. So, if you're thinking about adding sea moss to your diet, just having sea moss is not enough. You have to make sure it's sourced from clean, pristine waters.
The sea moss grows very thick, and very fast. And when you get a little bit of it and you put it in the pot, it gives you a whole lot of mucilage. The natural sea moss doesn't give you a whole lot of mucilage. And the thallus of the sea moss, the little strings, thin like this. Very thin, just like this. But the other one is 3 times the size. And the other one, 3 times the size, it always has salt on it. Natural sea moss has no salt on it. And it gives you energy.
If sea moss comes from healthy water, it's all good and acceptable. Countries like those in the European Union and the US have rules to ensure seaweed products are safe to eat. They set limits on how much of the bad stuff, like heavy metals, can be in food. It's less about banning and more about making sure what you're eating won't hurt you. The iodine content in sea moss can swing wildly depending on where it's grown. A small amount can pack anywhere from 40 to 600 micrograms of iodine in just 100 grams of dried sea moss. For perspective, adults only need about 150 micrograms a day. Overdo it, and you're looking at an iodine overload, especially if you're already getting iodine from other foods like fish or iodized salt. What's cool though, is how sea moss has been a part of traditional medicine for ages. In places like Ireland and the Caribbean, people have used it to help with respiratory issues, digestion, and even as an energy booster. These days, you'll find it in smoothies, soups, and even skincare products. While science hasn't fully caught up with all these claims, it's clear sea moss has earned its spot as a versatile health food. Beyond personal health, sea moss is a win for the planet too. Seaweed farms can suck carbon dioxide out of the air, helping fight climate change. Plus, growing seaweed doesn't need fertilizers or pesticides, making it an eco-friendly food source. So, the bottom line? Sea moss has a ton of benefits, but it's not something you want to go overboard with. Too much iodine can be just as bad as not enough. That's why it's smart to talk to a doctor or dietitian if you're thinking about making it a regular part of your diet. People like Dr. Sebi, a well-known herbalist from Honduras, have sung its praises, calling it a natural multivitamin. And they're not kidding, we just told you how much nutrient it stores in it. Now let me clarify one thing about sea moss. This isn't just some trendy health fad. Sea moss has a history. Back in the 19th century, Ireland went through a pretty tough time during the Great Irish Potato Famine. There was this nasty disease called potato blight that wiped out all the potato crops, which were basically the only food a lot of people had. With no potatoes to eat, people were left starving, sick, and dying. Since potatoes were the main food, there wasn't much else for people to eat. The economy crumbled, and most couldn't afford things like imported grains or meat. And to make things worse, the Irish government didn't do enough to help either. So, people had to get creative. That's when sea moss came in. This red seaweed grows along the coast of Ireland. People living near the coast already used seaweed in their diets. But as the famine got worse, they started relying on it even more. The best part? Sea moss was easy to find, didn't need much work to collect, and could be dried and stored for a long time. It didn't replace potatoes, but it helped keep people from starving from nutritional deficiencies. They'd throw it in soups, broths, and simple meals, and while it wasn't the most filling or delicious meal, It kept people going when there was nothing else. Now, just imagine how healthy this seaweed is. Dr. Sebi also believed in the power of keeping our diets alkaline to fight off disease, and sea moss fits perfectly into that idea.
Sea moss have me doing things every morning like this. That's sea moss. Okay? Sea moss have me falling on my knees every morning to check up. And if they hurt, then something is wrong. Sea moss is alive. Coretta isn't natural. It's not. Sea moss is natural.
Think about it. Our bodies are like battlegrounds, and chronic illnesses thrive in an acidic environment. But sea moss? It's the alkaline antidote. On top of that, it's packed with iodine, which helps keep your thyroid running smoothly, and potassium chloride, which can help clear mucus from your system. For anyone dealing with things like arthritis, asthma, or even more serious conditions, that's a pretty big deal. In addition to that, it's also anti-inflammatory and boosts your immune system like a champ. Scientists have found that inflammation is at the root of a ton of chronic diseases, like heart issues and diabetes. Sea moss contains carrageenan, a natural compound that not only thickens foods, but also fights inflammation. It's like giving your body a shield against all the bad stuff. Plus, we already talked about the antioxidants, those magical little molecules that fight off cell-damaging free radicals. So, sea moss helps you stay younger and healthier, inside and out. But the only issue is, you can't get sea moss everywhere. The reason? It's got some serious competition. The supplement and pharmaceutical industries make billions every year, and something like sea moss, cheap, natural, and super effective, threatens their whole game. It's like the underdog that could totally win, but the big players don't want you to notice it. Even with all this pushback, sea moss is having its moment. People are blending it into smoothies, soups, and even skincare products. When you apply it to your face, it acts like a natural moisturizer and can help with stuff like acne and eczema. Plus, it's loaded with collagen, which keeps your skin elastic and youthful. Plus, weight management is a big trend in the modern world, and sea moss contains fucoxanthin, a compound linked to burning fat. Early research shows it might help reduce fat buildup. While human studies are still in the works, it's already looking pretty promising. So, sea moss also tackles some big modern health issues. What it doesn't have is the brand value from the big pharma companies. That's why no one advertises it to you. No one talks about it much. You won't see it in any store. And even if you go looking for sea moss after watching this video, chances are you won't find it in your nearby marketplace. But if you do, consider yourself fortunate to have found the ultimate key to improving your health and well-being. Because sea moss has the potential to transform your health with its natural nutrient-packed goodness, resonating with Dr. Sebi's holistic principles. Have you tried sea moss before? What are your thoughts on its health benefits? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more natural health breakthroughs. See you soon.